life is funny, like in a real way. Like life is kind of hilarious. So a few nights ago, when I say a few nights ago, it actually was a few months ago. There was a video on YouTube about the advice that older people wanted to give younger people. And while I'm 47, so I'm not exactly... Bellinatuk, what's up? How's Denmark? So while I am not exactly the youngest of people, I'm not exactly that old either. I could run a mile. I could all night. I can work 12 to 15 hours a day, 6 days a week. I can still take most men in an eating competition because I'm skinny and have a fast metabolism, and my tank can actually hold more than it looks like I can hold. Not bragging, just laying out the facts. I don't give a shit about fame. I don't care about money. I have no nose for profit. I had someone tell me a little while ago, they're like, you're clout chasing. And I was like, don't you think if I was clout chasing, I would have Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, Reddit, Gab, DLive, Discord, Telegram. Like, don't you think I would have all those things if I was? It's okay, but someone from my family died today. I'm sorry to hear that, Bellinatuk. Demon Hunter Bear. Okay, so today I'm going to show you guys my comedy notebook. This is the notebook I write a lot of stuff in, and I've got a lot of funny stickers on it. I'll let you guys take it in. The top one, of course, is Stop Being a Virgin, and then the other one says Guns and Coffee, and then the other one's Plumbers Alliance, like it's the National Baseball League. And then the other one is No Stupid People. And then Darby, who's a musician, is local. And, But Did You Die is one of my favorites. Or, I Hope You Step on a Lego. That one's kind of one of my favorites too. And then my other car is a woman. It's a driving joke. So, the other day, and by the other day, I mean months ago, because I had the time to do so. Earlier here in 2025, I wrote 5 pages of these quotes that were a form of, it was a certain form of, and there's a video you can find on YouTube. It's something about the advice like from the old people, but it's all fascinatingly and brutally true statements. Batshite crazy. What's up, buddy? So these are the ones I wrote down, and I wrote down probably 99% of them. I literally had to watch that video and backtrack as I was writing. It took forever. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna share this wisdom and this knowledge with you, and I've literally, like, to write it down took 5 pages. It took me over 2 hours. Over 2 hours to write down everything specifically. And I put asterisks by the ones that are my favorite. So I'm gonna highlight 4 and 4. Thank you, Batshite Crazy. So I'm gonna highlight the ones that I think are the most relevant and important, but I'm gonna say all of them. So are you ready? You guys wanna have some, cause I'm like, there's some people out there that are content goblins. I'm a content goblin as much as the next guy. Shout out, Pay Money Wubby. But I am a quotes goblin. I love good quotes. Like, if a woman betrays you and you take her back, she'll betray you 1,000 more times. Like, you don't have to drink the whole ocean to know that it's salty. That's a great statement. And if you ever had your heart broken or been cheated on, you know there's truth in that. So let's begin. I'm just probably going to ignore you guys in chat. I love you. Know that I love you. But if I don't see your chats, because I'm focused on the reading. All right. And I just put bullet points by them. I didn't number them at all. So I'm just going to go through them all. Ready? The first one hit me the hardest too, because it's so true. The truth may be bitter, but its absence slowly poisons. Poof. There is no greater freedom than the one you find when you learn to say enough. Life is not a debt. You owe nothing to those that devalue you. Don't confuse patience with self-sacrifice. Sometimes silence is the purest form of respect for your dignity. These are about to get heavier too, I promise you. Time wasted with the wrong people teaches you to choose better people. True strength lies in walking away without holding a grudge. A toxic relationship doesn't break you, it slowly eats you away. Every ending is just a new chapter disguised as defeat. And all these quotes are really legendary. I'll wait for the motorcycle. Consistency is the language that only the wise truly understand. Gratitude is not spoken, it is lived. Oh, this one was a good one. I put an asterisk by this one. Losing people who betrayed you is the most underrated victory. It's not courage to face everything. Knowing what to avoid is wisdom. This next one has an asterisk by it. So I'm just pointing out the ones I've highlighted, but I'm saying all of them. Honesty may cost you relationships, but never your inner peace. I also had an asterisk next to this one. The beginning of wisdom is learning to be comfortable alone. You don't have to keep promises that tear you apart. Calmness is the most powerful weapon against those who try to hurt you. Page 2. You see, like, there's tons of them, right? You better focus, Bella. I'm gonna teach you some life lessons. Bashai Karazi is terrible at English. He's a grammatical abortionist, so Demon Hunter Bear, you don't have to look too deep into what he says. He's just messing around. He's a good guy. Yeah, okay, they're gonna get better. This one has an asterisk next to it. Authenticity doesn't need applause, only coherence. Life is too short to apologize for being yourself. How about this one has an asterisk by it too. The ego feeds on anger. The heart feeds on peace. How dare you, Bella? No, I'm kidding. Love you, glad you're here. It's not the end of a story that defines you, but how you begin it again. This one has an asterisk next to it. Get ready for this. The beauty of failure is the freedom it brings you to try again. The strongest bonds don't need words, just respect. Peace comes when you stop expecting apologies from others. Your energy is sacred. Don't waste it on those who don't listen to you. Real change begins when you stop looking for blame. Not every battle is worth your strength. Today's sacrifice may be tomorrow's regret. Wisdom is not knowing everything, but recognizing your limitations. I wrote all of these down. There's 5 pages. It took me 2 hours to write down. I've held on to this for months, wanting to do a live stream explaining it. And I thought, you know what, mofo, today's the day. This one has an asterisk next to it. Listen to this one. Time spent pleasing others is time wasted betraying yourself. Happiness is not a coincidence, but a choice repeated daily. The sweetest revenge is to live well in spite of everything. These should be hitting hard. Don't confuse apologies with regrets. Regrets change you. Excuses hold you back. True elegance lies in being kind to yourself before being kind to others. Not all relationships are meant to last. Some are just there to teach you momentarily. Self-esteem does not grow with the praise of others, but by consistency with yourself. True freedom is letting go of what no longer serves you. This one has an asterisk next to it. And again, I'm going to, love you too, Bella. I'm going to point out the ones that are highlighted. This one has an asterisk next to it. Intelligence is knowing when to speak, but wisdom is knowing when to be silent. My mind was blown on that one. All right, here we go. Hold on. Page number 3. We're almost halfway there, y'all. You can't build a future by always looking in the rearview mirror. Yeah, it got a little warmer. I'm sitting still too, so now it looks like I have a Shriner's hat on. We're about to donate to a hospital. There is no greater strength than that found in learning to forgive yourself. Are you guys hearing these? Are they hitting home a little bit? Indifference is the best gift for those who have disappointed you. This one has an asterisk next to it. You are not a failure because you failed. You are only a failure if you stop trying. I feel that way about comedy, about work, about life, everything. Every sunset teaches you that something can end beautifully. It's not selfish to choose yourself, it's self-preservation. Your vulnerability is your greatest strength. Don't hide it. That one I don't really agree with, but I wrote it down anyway. This one has an asterisk next to it. Don't expect others to understand your worth if you question it yourself. Bella, pretend you're in school. Pretend I'm an angry teacher and you need to learn some shit. Love you, mean it. This one also has an asterisk next to it. Being kind doesn't mean accepting disrespect. People don't treat you better if you try harder, but if you learn to respect yourself. Not everything that ends is a loss. Sometimes it is a gift. Those who truly love you don't try to change you, but to improve you. This one has an asterisk next to it. No matter how hard you try, you cannot save someone who does not want to be saved. That's a fact in life, in recovery, in salvation through faith. Like that's true on every level. Physical, spiritual, emotional, everything. Life owes you nothing, but you owe yourself everything. This one has an asterisk next to it. The day a blind man sees, the first thing he throws away is the stick that has helped him all of his life. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Sometimes you have to suffer, not because you are a bad person, but because you have not yet understood when, next page, to stop being good to those who do not deserve it. Yeah, I look like a Shriner's, like I should be riding around a parade in a little plane because it's hot, and I don't want to expose the full bald head, but I didn't want to like be all uncovered and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Shriner's hat, me, like a gnome from a stupid garden. Aaron Burhey, what's up, buddy? We're doing quotes today. I wrote down 5 pages of quotes that took me 2 hours to copy months ago, and I've been meaning to do this live stream. It has been a long time coming. Just helps you line up yourself and just understand how complex life really is. We're going to keep going. We're on page 4. We got 2 more pages. Page 4 and 5. Don't you forget it, Bella. I will smack your hand with a ruler. I'm kidding. You know I love you. One of the biggest mistakes we make is assuming that other people think like us. Okay, this next one has an asterisk next to it. You can't change someone who doesn't see a problem with their actions. Right? I mean, how true is that in so many of our lives? Beep, beep. The greatest thing you can give yourself is the freedom from what other people think. That's kind of a mind blower, right? This next one has an asterisk next to it. You can't make someone love you by giving them more of what they already don't appreciate. Your clothes don't have to be expensive, but they do have to be clean, neat, and well kept in order to get respect. This one has an asterisk next to it. Just because you miss someone doesn't mean they need to come back into your life. That should be a mind blower for anyone who's ever been heartbroken. Stop trying to change people. Change yourself, your environment, or preferably both. When a big promise turns into an "I'm sorry," walk away. Drive carefully on this road called life, because people will change lanes without signaling you. You learn a lot about people when they don't get what they want from you. This next one has an asterisk by it. Being honest may not get you many friends, but it will always get you the right ones. This next one also has an asterisk next to it. Your growth is a function of the extent to which you are willing to accept the truth about yourself without running away. Only those who are disciplined are truly free. Those who have no discipline are just slaves to their moods and passions. Page 5, final page. Has an asterisk next to it. He who apologizes first is the bravest. He who forgives first is the strongest. He who forgets first is the happiest. More important than the ability to choose the right person is the strength to walk away from the wrong one. If you keep asking yourself if something is worth it, it probably isn't. Forgiving people silently and never speaking to them again is one of the most subtle forms of self-care. Whatever you take with a relaxed attitude stops controlling you. Yes, Bella, I'm from the 80s. We got hit. Sooner or later, you will realize everything will be okay. Maybe not today, but eventually. Not all relationships are meant to last. Some are just lessons disguised as affection. Sometimes stopping fighting is not giving up. It's recognizing that you deserve peace. The real weight is not what you carry on your shoulders, but what you leave in your heart. Don't confuse the comfort of routine with the joy of living. Change doesn't come knocking. It appears when you stop barricading yourself behind your fears. Pain is a harsh teacher, but it teaches you lessons that happiness dare not face. True elegance is not worn. It is breathed in the way you choose to live. Every goodbye you fear may be the welcome you never knew that you deserved. Yeah, I was born in 1978. Yes, the 80s, the 1980s. Yes. Last two. When you choose not to react, you're not losing, but protecting your energy. And the last one is, it takes courage to let go, but wisdom to never look back. These have been quotes that I really hope help somebody. I'm going to leave this live stream public because I don't know. I mean, listen, you're in a different world than me. You're going through different struggles than me. I'm sitting here sweating at a QT. Can't you see? Trying to spread some glee. Rhymey, tee-hee. I don't, you know me. We'll revisit Batshite Crazy. You, of all the people here, need to re-listen to this because then it will be like a good lesson in grammatical correction and English. Love you, buddy, but sometimes you type stuff and I don't know what you're saying at all, literally. Like Demon Hunter Bear doesn't even what? Then again, funny thing about trust, I can't trust this counter at all. It says I have 0 people here and 5 thumbs up. So that's hilariously ironical. Bella's laughing because she has a good sense of humor. And we're just, sitting here at the QT, just living life. Just haha, enjoying our Sundays, watching a dude stare at his coupe. Hey, is my Volkswagen, is that a low tire? Is that a scratch? I should take a picture of this. What am I gonna do? Now it says 1 person here, 5 thumbs up. I'm here, says Bella. No, I know. It's one of those weird fun day Sundays where I just want to do a live stream, try to help the world in some way if I can, and then I'm gonna go home and nap like a baby. Yep, I'm gonna slip off all my clothes, down to my boxer briefs, slip into some cold sheets, like a sandwich of cotton, and just take a solid 90-minute nap. Just and wake up and feel super refreshed, and then take on the evening. So that kind of makes my Sunday feel like it's a full weekend, like it's 2 days if I nap in the middle. Profound words, my plumber pal. Thank you, Demon Hunter Bear. Feel free to share this stream with anybody that you feel needs it. Be like, yo, my boy was just on the tubes of you, and he was dropping some words of wisdom where I literally went through 5 pages of stuff I wrote down from old people that have said things, and it was in a YouTube video. I don't know, whatever, where to find it. But yeah, it took me like 2 hours to write that out, and that was months ago. That was probably 6 months ago I wrote that out, and I had to do it in sections because it took so long, like 3 45-minute sections roughly. So roughly 2 hours to write all that out, and I shared it with you in under 20 minutes, roughly 20-25 minutes. But every single one of those statements was true. Go ahead, watch the replay, pick out any one of those quotes that I said and be like, you know what, I have a problem with this one. There's maybe one I didn't completely agree with that might have been a little shaky, but the majority of them, talk to a 75 or 80-year-old. They'll listen to this stream and be like, you know what, every single one of those statements is true. They'll agree more with me than you if you disagree with me. You see. Tee. Okay, that was a bad dad pun. It was just not fun. So there I was with my smoker's voice, doing the broadcasting in a world where one man sweats in a beanie at the end of September, even though it feels like it's August. But it was chilly this morning. My bald head was cold, so I wore it. He'll convey a message of peace and hope and prosperity to a people that probably would kick, spit, and stab him if they had the chance. Except for the people here. They're lovely people. Batshite Crazy, Demon Hunter Bear, Aaron Burhey, Bella Natuk, and possibly Jay. Yeah, it's an inside joke. She'll get it later. If she sees it, allegedly. Anyways, I'm going to end it there. I really hope you're all doing well. And remember, do you feel loved? Later, y'all.